We are RayBella, Raymond Molinet, and Gabriella Bella. And this is our illustrious partner, Wide Garcia, who is our inspiration for the two pieces that we have, that we've contributed to this wonderful Reach Out show.
Raymond and I, we work as a team from the start because our entire relationship, we are married, and our entire relationship is about collaboration. And so we found at the very start of our relationship that we can produce much better results when we work hand in hand, when we collaborate as a team and both bring in, the best of each individual skill. That forms literally a synergy. So I couldn't do the art we do on my own, nor could he, but together we produce things that are impossible to create individually.
I'm Wide Garcia, and I from California, but I moved to Hawaii in 1974. And to my surprise, and not to my surprise, was that until 2016, I didn't even know there was an Aloha Spirit Law. And I started asking people about, did you know there was an Aloha Spirit Law? No, no one has ever heard of it except the people that created the law. So I want to give you the background of how this Aloha Law came into being, or into our knowing right now. There was a woman named Pilahi Paki, born in Kaanapali in 1910. And she became a kahuna, or a priest in the Hawaiian religion, by training in Makawao in the 1900s, in 1970s and before. So she was a master of lomi lomi and so many things, so many skills. But she was also given the title Keeper of the Hawaiian Secrets. So in 1970, she had a vision that the world would be in terrible strife in the 21st century, and that the people all around the world would need to look to the islands of Hawaii to heal the world. And she died in 1983, 3 years before the actual law became into effect. That was in 1986. But she wrote the law. The words in this painting, the words in the law itself are all written by Pilahi Paki. But it was her contribution that gave me the awareness finally in 2016, and I started looking up and Googling it, and yeah, there's the law. I also found out a lot about Pilahi Paki. And in doing so, I became inspired. I just got on fire with this whole concept of we can do this. We can actually heal the world with this. We can have a shift in consciousness because of this. We cannot, the law is not enforceable. I cannot call 911 and say, hey, you didn't return a smile to me and you should be arrested. But we can look at the law, embrace the law, and change our consciousness. And by doing that, all the people that come here to Hawaii and have lived here and travel can become ambassadors to this Aloha Spirit Law. What is aloha? Before you can have aloha, you must do aloha. Before you can be aloha, you must choose aloha. Before you can choose aloha, you must have the power to choose. Before you have the power to choose, you must be the source of power. Before being the source of power, you must be conscious of the source.
This is the Aloha Spirit Law written by Auntie Pilahi Paki. Akahai, the A in Aloha, stands for kindness, to be expressed with tenderness. Lokahi stands for unity, to be expressed with harmony. Olu Olu stands for agreeable, to be expressed with pleasantness. Ha'aha'a stands for humility, to be expressed with modesty. And Ahonui stands for patience, to be expressed with perseverance. Yeah, we chose a very contemporary style for one painting. One of the reasons for the colors was inspired by Wide's eyes. When he came and spoke to us the first time, there was a moment where the sun was shining in his face and this blue color of his eyes, because it's not really a color that I like to use, blue, somehow, but it had this color of Ha-Y-E, Ha, the breath of life, and Y is the water. So it was literally the inspiration where I said it, we have to find all the layers that are in his eyes. The man is so multifaceted. So this painting has lots and lots and lots of layers, but we still did it very soft and with simplicity, which is exactly who Wide is. That's what he taught us. And we used the words of the Aloha Spirit Law, and we had conversations about what that really means nowadays. Olu Olu, for instance, agreeable, to be expressed with pleasantness. What does it really mean? I had a hard time finding it out. It was like, agreeable, do I have to agree with everybody? And Wide says no. But if you disagree, be pleasant about it, be kind about it, and be really joyful about it.
When we work on a painting, it's not just the technique of putting the paint on the canvas. It's the fact that our intention, our mana is actually expressed through what we're doing. So because we know the importance of how energy works, and so we want to make sure that when we're touching it, when we're putting our energy onto this, that it's reflecting the spirit of aloha.
Also, on the other side, as each and every of our paintings has something on the back, we know that everything that is on a painting is speaking to the person who's viewing it. So on the other side is what we call an energy tattoo. It's not about hanging the painting two ways, but it's about having the hidden message come through the painting. And also on the other side is a poem that I wrote when I met Wide Garcia. And it's a poem about the man with a golden heart and purple hair that introduced us to the biggest secret that Hawaiian people can give to the world.
On this particular piece here, as you can see, there's the reference to the Hawaiian Islands. And in that, we know that it's going to begin here. And what is in the back of this painting is a nautical star compass. And it's a representation of the fact that the Aloha Spirit Law needs to be embraced and shared throughout the world. And so that was our representation, that it will be shared globally through all voyages, through all travels, and that this important message will be conveyed because it's profound in its simplicity. And if we can just embrace that and realize that every response, every inquiry, every delivery to another human being embraces the Aloha Spirit Law.
And it's not only important to use only one of the words that are in the law, but to use all of them. Because Auntie Paki says, if you use not all of them, you don't use any one of them either. So it's really about learning to incorporate how can I be kind, how can I be in unity, in oneness, how can I be agreeable, how can I be modest with humility, and how can I be patient and still persevere. And that in our daily life, that is our task in order for us to embrace this law.
The experience of working in this greater collaboration, we're used to working in collaboration, but to include Wide as our spiritual anchor in this project was really significant. And there were no challenges or obstacles. It was more expansion. And we all were expanding because we were embracing the Aloha spirit in what we were doing. And there was just this euphoric feeling that came over us when we were together and collaborating on this, that, you know, it was very special. And the challenge was to honor Auntie Paki and the Aloha Spirit Law to honor Wide in his diligence and his really his dedication to making this known to the world. And so it was again, no challenge, but really understanding the responsibility of the words that we were conveying.